Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video. Now this week we have Tombs of Amascut. So with that, there has been some feedback and a response. At 12:55, rune throwing axes can no longer be used to break the doors of Dagonoth Kings. This has been fixed. At 12:20, they fixed an issue regarding the rewards within entry mode, fixed. 12:55, the path ahead, Akka, a challenge room, places two mirrors at the same time on top of each other will cause you to lose a mirror, which has been fixed. At 12:55, the path ahead challenge, pushing a mirror into the wall will trap the mirror you placed, fixed. 14:15, currently the on a diet invocation prevents both food and brews. The cold fix is needed. At 13:20, the summary board still shows the party members have left. Cold fix will be needed. And playing with fixed mode and split private chat cuts off raid party interface. This also will need a cold fix. But otherwise, we have the third raid, Tombs of Amascut, this week. But you must have completed Beneath Cursed Sands to access the Tombs of Amascut. So the requirements are as follows. Beneath Cursed Sands, contact Prince Ali, rescue Ictharin's little helper, and Grucher's cat. This also means you need 62 agility or higher. It always helps out, especially when you get into Ictharin's little helper. 55 crafting, 55 fire making. So a little bit of stuff there. And the following worlds have been dedicated to the Tombs of Amascut, which is a world 329 US East, 331 US West, 531 Australia, and 533 UK. And they added 2 extras for the Tombs of Amascut free-for-all worlds, which is the 338 US and 336 Germany. So there you go. And it is southeast of Sophidim. So keep that in mind. I forget what that area is actually called. Oh, Necropolis. It's right in there. So after completing Beneath Cursed Sands, bring the Pharaoh's Scepter to the obelisk west of the pyramid and commune with it to unlock the teleport. Then simply head there for the raid. You can also use the fairy ring code AKP to travel to the small island near the Necropolis. Make sure you have at least 62 agility to use the stepping stones. And take a magic carpet to Sophidim and then head south to Necropolis. So that time you want to bring like a circlet of water or some sort of water to protect you. So starting the raid, you have a grouping obelisk. This is where you can make a group or join one. There's a bank camel, obviously for banking. There's a scoreboard for personal best times. Invocation boards, so a list of all the available invocations. So if you remember correctly from before, there's different modifiers you can actually enable. Claim chests, so this is, should you lose your items while on the raid, you'll be able to claim them there. For a fee, of course. False store, which is much like the equivalent of Theater of Blood, you can use the handy shortcut to reclaim any loot you left in the tomb. So a little bit of something for everybody. Creating and joining a party, so you can create a party and then you can even have it for your friends and clan only, but you can create a party that way, which is actually kind of cool. I like that. The invocation system, as we talked about before, the more invocations you add to it, the better and better loot possibilities you get. Of course, all the things have the capability of dropping everything, but it gets increasingly more and more rare the less invocations you use. So use invocations, have a much greater chance of getting stuff. So the path of Mepkin this is the path where Baba is found. Krondus is Zebek. The path of Het is Akka. And path of Scabarus is where Kafri is found. So the rewards are the Missouri armor, which it's a ranged armor, 30 defense or 80 when fortified. So if you remember from before, having it fortified vastly improves its defense. and you definitely want to do it. And it takes Armadillo plates, and how to get Armadillo plates is you got to use a breakdown Armadillo helmet, chest plate, and chain skirt, and it goes 1, 4, 3 in the same order. And it also costs 1, 4, 3 with helmet, chest plate, skirt to fortify each one. Then you also have the Shadow Temekan staff, which is the 85 magic weapon, which is absolutely amazing. And then we also have the Elidnus wand, which is again another magic buffer, very powerful. And then we have Osmotten's Fang, a nice little dagger. I mean, honestly, I love daggers in this weapon, but they don't really do a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. Then we have the Light Bearer, which is a ring. The Light Bearer unleashes the Deluge's special attacks and can be equipped by anyone fortunate enough to keep it in possession. When equipped, your special attack energy will regenerate twice as quickly. So those who want to use special attacks a lot, there's your baby. And you got the Thread of Elidnus, which is supposed to be able to... Yeah, it boosts... You can also degrade the rune pouch to retrieve the thread. So this is a way to buff your rune pouches, which allows you to store an additional rune type. Awesome. And then you have the Kerosene Partisan Jewels. And you have the Eye of the Corruptor, Jewel of the Sun, and Breach of the Scarab. So that is absolutely amazing. And there is also more. As an extra treat, the team have created ornament kits for the following items: Elidnus Wand, Osmotten's Fang, Ava's Assembler, and the Max Cape. So do check those out. And actually, Osmotten's Fang is a sword, it looks like. So that's interesting. Yeah, do check those out. You got ornament capes in the world's first. So, they're keeping a close eye on the competition to complete the teams of Amascut first. For this time, however, there will be 2 additional prizes for the first to complete the raid normal expert mode. So this is the world's first, which is a normal mode, raid level of 150 to 299. That will count as a normal. Expert is anything 300 raid level or so is expert. The first teams complete these will receive 12 months membership free. So do keep that in mind. Last man standing changes. Protection prayers and the last man standing will once again reduce damage to 60% rather than 30% of the original value. They tried the bigger reduction in response to players who wish their talent for switching to better reward. With this impact for lucky rolls, however, some felt the minigame had become too unforgiving, especially for anyone still learning the ropes. So they restored those prayer effects to the usual 60% rate as used across the rest of the game. The Tome of Fire is now accessible in the Last Man Standing. The sets of the Black Dragon Hide armor and LMS now match sets of the main game. The bow of Verherden has been removed from the loot chest and crates. Pures are now unable to use lunar spells, as players with level 1 defense cannot normally access them. Restricted the use of prayers that require the defense level higher than the account build should permit. Rune gloves have been changed to the Manithral ones for pure builds. Visible special attack bars have been added to the Zarite, Dragon Knives, and Light Ballista. Other changes are corrected the description in the task of the Western Provinces Achievement Diary on the Dead Man World. Smith gloves can now protect you from harm while harvesting cave nightshades. Using the Pharaoh's Scepter to teleport out a pyramid plunder to the mummy will not end the minigame session correctly, so that players are not ejected from the mummy's room for no reason. Werewolves are now less jittery. Demon Bane spells now correctly show the max hits when boosted using Mark of Death. Mobile only skill XP tooltips now disappear correctly when switching tabs on mobile platforms. And as far as PvP, Rhoda has moved to Period A, 539 US PvP, 548 Germany High Risk PvP, 577 US Free to Play PvP, 559 UK LMS Competitive. World 390 AUS for LMS Competitive has been deactivated for this Rhoda. And the PvP arena is using Zerk loadouts and ranked duels and tournaments this week. So that'll actually be it for this week, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Good luck on your raids. And thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later, guys.